All right. Hello, Alec. It is me, Jelena. By the time you see this video, it will probably be around Christmas or New Year's. So, Merry Christmas. So this video is a dedication to you, and our friendship. So, ever since I've met you, I've been very grateful for our friendship. So how we met was at Schuylkill, Penn State Schuylkill, and I believe it was through Courtney. It was definitely through Courtney. She was like the glue of everything. But it was through Schuylkill, and then after that, we just became friends. I became a part of the friend group there, and then we made another friend group with like everyone else on the other side. That's how we met. Start of something great. And then I think our fondest memory, well, my fondest memory is basically all the parties you threw at your house, or I don't know, just being yourself, like hanging out. It's always something great. We always come up with really great things to remember. Like, I feel like 10, 20 years from now, we're always going to look back and think, greatness, fondness of literally everything. It's just so great. Between Schuylkill and Harrisburg, I feel like there are many fond memories between us and like the friend group and everything. But what I love about you is that you are a very loyal, you're a very dependable person. You are so true to yourself. You're a great character. You have a great personality. You are really funny. You have a great laugh, but you're easily someone to depend on and someone to lean on. And that's what I really like about you is you're a really great person in that sense. Like you're well-rounded, and there are just so many attributes about you that I think everyone loves about you. It can go on. You're just a really great friend to everybody. But what I want you to know, I don't know, there's like so much that you probably already know. I feel like I can like talk to you about anything. Like there's nothing really that I didn't want to talk to you about, but like, I don't know. It's like you're a really great person, and I can honestly see you doing really great things. But overall, I'm so grateful for our friendship, and I'm so grateful for, Courtney bringing us together. I don't know, because it was start of something great, and it's gonna really suck when you graduate from Harrisburg, because I'm gonna have no one. Well, from Schuylkill. Well, I'll have Kellen. But we're not gonna have any more bingo, pre-gaming bingo. Fond memory, yeah. Pre-gaming bingo. Fond memory. But, other than that, I mean, even when we were at Schuylkill, we would go to, like, High Stars with Courtney. That was also fun, too. But other than that, when you graduate, God, I wish you all the best of luck. I hope we stay in touch even after you graduate and you have, like, a career going and everything. But I wish you the best of luck, and I know we'll always keep in touch. But thanks for being a super, super great friend. Love you.
What's up, Sam? So I want to let you know that you're a really good friend. I fuck with your energy, who you are as a person. Like, I really just like all of it. When I first met you, definitely wasn't crushing or anything. No, of course not that. But when I first met you, like, I really fucked with like your energy and personality, and it was like really cool that like you just like invited me like into your home and shit like that. And I feel like I vibe with everybody, and plus because of you, like I met Della, so like big appreciation for that. So I hope that our story continues, and we can be old friends, grow old, and die as close friends, and share all of our like deep, darkest secrets with each other, because that's how that works. But nah, like, and Merry Christmas. So I think this is supposed to be like a Christmas gift or some shit like that. So, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, so first time I met Sam was actually the very first day of classes. No, the day before classes, when everybody was moving in. I remember seeing him and just talking about skateboards, because he just chose not to bring his because he wanted to not break policy. And I ended up lending him mine at some point. And that's the time we played a little basketball game with a football for an icebreaker. It was fun memory. And Alec, it was definitely at water polo when I first met Alec. But when I truly met him is when I saw him in that glorious Speedo of his. Arguably one of the fondest memories too. Both, about Sam, one thing I love about Sam is that his quirky little like self, like so many little quirky things he does, and his sense of humor. I really do appreciate his dark sense of humor. I also have to note that I think I appreciate the least is his lack of use of inclusive language. But definitely that. For Alec, I really do love how helpful he is, and he just often, like, I've never seen him not be willing to help people. I do love that, and I also love his sense of humor. His Snapchat stories have brought me comedic gold many of times. Yeah, so I have lots of fun memories with, especially with Sam, just because I've known Sam a little bit longer. Probably some of the most fun memories were especially in Paxton. Just seeing Sam fight, get excited about, like, just tiny things. I remember getting the little can, the chip of a can, putting it on my keychain, of the monsters that Sam used to unhealthily drink. One of the favorite was probably watching him, like, scrap with Lily and just literally scramble away. Rather iconic. The most fond, it's really hard, but it was a combination of all the, like, late nights, going to, like, get water, and filling up at the station. It was just really iconic. Overall, really iconic year. With Alec, probably my actual most fun moment, not just the Speedo. It was the one time that me and a friend of mine, Kevin, went to the pool. And he gave me a lot of hinters on how to, like, become better at water polo. But for Kevin, he fully taught the man how to swim. And just for no payment, literally just, like, he was there and he's like, all right, we're doing this. And he just fully helped this guy who barely could swim, like, to a pretty proficient level, just out of his heart. That's probably one of my favorite, like, most fun memories. Just a very, like, good moment to see. I'd just like you guys to know that I really do think you're both awesome people, and that I enjoy every interaction I have with y'all.
So, I knew Alec technically since, like, my first year of college, like, when we were still back in Penn State Schuylkill, but I never actually approached him. Like, I would say I would just wave to him on the mall walk, and I would see him from time to time in phone meetings, but I never actually, like, went up and actually talked to him. Not until Harrisburg. That's where it was our first unofficial meeting, and I saw him, and then that's when we kind of first started talking, and that's where I met him. And what I love about Alec is, like, it's just so easy to, like, to just talk to him. Like, literally, like, going back to this, like, going to Harrisburg, Max, like, told me, like, that Alec was here, assuming that I knew him already, but I didn't, but I knew of him. But I just wanted to, like, oh, there he is, I recognize him, all right, I'll just say hi. And then from there, I don't think we didn't even stop talking until, I had to go to class and he had to go somewhere else. It was like, it's just so easy. That's what I love about it. It's just so easy to talk to him. And I can't really pick a specific fond memory that I have of him, because every time around him is just, like, every time around it, it's just that fond memory. So like it could be like I don't know, we can do um it could be us just talking, having a beer, or we could be in a like in Thon just talking, or anywhere else. It's like every memory with him is just a fond memory. And the one thing I just wanted to like to know is just taught me how like that, or made me realize how it's not about the quantity, like how many like friends that you have. It's the quality. It's the quality of the friendship, and like knows like have a very small circle of people that we can actually call friends. Like, and him being one of it, like one of them, and like that quality of friendship, I would not change that for anything. So Alec, I was like, I love you like a brother. And it's like I love you unconditionally.
So, I met Samuel in the Lord's year of 2014. He was in one of my like reading focused like comprehension classes or whatever. I'm not entirely sure what the hell that class was even about, but we were in it, and I can't remember if he was there since the beginning or if he joined us a couple of months into the year, but regardless, at one point we were put into groups of 4 in the media center, and I didn't interact with him that day, even though we were in the same group. I'm a very shy person. I just don't like interacting with people that I don't know. But my perception of him was insane, because this man was the sassiest motherfucker I'd ever met. He was beefing with this other person in our group for literally no reason. Like, I do not remember why. They were just beefing, like sass attack, like, bitch, we're 12. Like, what, like, why? And I was like, damn, don't want to get on this bitch's side. And that's just crazy, because that really, you can really see his Marylandification. I think it was the lice, honestly. I think it was the lice making him a little angry, which is understandable. But that wasn't, I didn't interact with him then, so technically we didn't meet until a little bit later, when it was pretty soon after, when my best friend, Miss Holly Merchant, introduced us at recess. And I don't know how Holly met him, but she introduced us. She was like, hey, you guys like the same music, like you both love Pierce the Veil. And, you know, we told each other what our favorite songs were, and this man says to me that his favorite song was Chemical Kids and Mechanical Brides. At the time, that was my least favorite Pierce the Veil song, and I was thinking, God damn it, I finally find someone who likes the same music as me, but literally has the worst taste in songs. And I was like, well, whatever, we'll be friends. I was a little salty about it, but we'll be friends. And since then, since that day, and for pretty much the rest of like that reading class that we had, we were just like inseparable. Like, we would partner together, we would just like, we were just dumb kids together. And that started the blossom of our beautiful little friendship that we have. And when I say inseparable, I mean, we've definitely been separated multiple times for multiple reasons, but inseparable in the way that even when we do get separated, we always find our way back to each other. And I find that very, very beautiful and very, very touching. It's been a long run. But one of my fondest memories, I believe, of having with Sam is actually one that happened pretty recently. In October of 2022, we went and we saw Pierre Seville for the second time together. The first time was in Warped Tour of 2015, and we were just little kids then. We were literally like 12 years old. We weren't able to like go around and do much, but we got to meet My Digital Escape. We got to see Pierre Seville. We got to see a little bit of Black Veil Brides. We got to see so much. But what makes the second time seeing Pierre Seville even better is that we're adults now. We don't have to worry about my mom getting elbowed in the face at the pit. And it was such a good day because I remember he had like slept over, I believe, that night, and we were just like getting ready for the concert, and we were getting all excited, and it was just, even though it was like raining a little bit outside, we were a little like, okay, it's gonna be a little cold, it's gonna be a little rainy. We wanted to go early so that we'd get in line early so that we could be at the front. And that's what we ended up doing. We left early, drove to Silver Spring, got there, and there were maybe about like 20 people in line when we got there. So we were like, yes, we get to go up first. Still thinking about like the VIP that gets to go in first, but we made it and we got pretty close to the stage. And it was amazing. We were screaming, we were dancing, we were like pushing people, like it's everything that we've ever wanted to do. And it was so amazing. And then also driving home and leaving the venue and getting into the parking garage and seeing that someone's like high-end car got all four wheels like jacked. Like someone stole all four of like this motherfucker's wheels, and just being like, first of all, they left the jack. Second of all, how did they do that? Like, I don't like how. Just being in awe by that. Getting Taco Bell, coming home, smoking, having the time of our lives. Because my parents weren't there, and we just got to hang out and be fun and be kids. And I hold that moment very close to me because of like, it's such a full circle moment of like basically the start of our friendship, seeing Pierre Seville together, our whole friendship being based on Pierre Seville essentially, and then being able to come into our own and be adults and see these people that we've looked up to for our entire lives. Not our entire lives, but for the majority of our life. And it makes me feel all warm and tingly inside. That I got to share this moment with one of my best friends. And it's crazy because we also went to see Mitski together. Like, we've gotten to see these people that we fucking adore together. And there's just something so special about that. But something I love about Sam. There's a lot of things I love about Sam, honestly. Like, there's not one thing that it can be like, I love that about that kid. It's just his whole person. He's so kind. He is so thoughtful but empty-headed. Very himbo, like the most himbo. Just has such he has such a way with words. Our humor is just so good with each other's. Anything he says just makes me laugh. His style, just like how responsive he is, which sounds fake because that man just disappears out of the blue for no reason sometimes, but like he'll try to make sure that he responds to things, or like whatever you say, or tries to come up with solutions, answers, anything. Like he wants to make you feel heard, and like all of these things just make him such a good person. I love what a little cat boy he is. Like, I just love his little, like, I don't want to say childlike wonder, but like, I love how he can just have fun, like, no matter what it is, just in the mundane things, just like spending time with you, which is really nice because of all the time that we weren't able to spend with each other, with like all of our friendship breakups, all the drama that's happened, his parents not liking me. So the fact that he's able to enjoy hanging out, doing whatever, is just so nice. But yeah, like there's so many things that I could just say about my friendship with Sam. All the times that he has stood up for me against other people, all of the times that he has been there for me, all of the times that we have done stupid shit together, all the times that we've just been happy with each other, all the times that we have just all the times. Like, there's just so many that I'm just thinking about. I'm like, oh, like, remember this, and like, remember this, and it's just, when you've been friends with someone for like 8 or 9 years, it's like, okay, we get it, there are memories. And you know what, a lot of them I've forgotten. Like, when you make so many memories, you're gonna forget ones that might have been like a really good memory, but they're all in here. They're all in here. They're all in here. I'm also like violently ill, so I'm kind of off the rails. But if I could say something to him right now, Sammy, my boy, Sammy, my dear beloved cat boy, I love you more than anything. Me and Bingo love you more than anything. We've had times that we have not been friends. We've had times that there have been times that you have not liked me. There have times that you've been mad at me, for dumb shit that I've done, shit that I continue to do, like accidentally possibly give you COVID multiple times. But sorry, my cat is in a bag right now. But even through all of that, I have still loved you, and I will continue to love you, and I'm so glad that you've given me all of these chances to just be your friend. And I've never felt so like connected with someone in the way that I feel connected with you, which sounds weird, but like all the times that we've broken up and stuff, there have been so many letters that I've written that I've wanted to give to you, just apologizing, telling you how much I love you, how much I miss you. And it's just every time you're gone, I miss you so much. And I'm really glad that we've been able to be friends again for a long period of time. And I feel like none of this is coherent. None of it. But that's okay. Because I'm sick and you understand my incoherent babble better than anybody. It's because you have the autism too. Touch-autism. And I'm so happy that I've been given the chance to grow up with you and watch you grow and watch you go from the lice-infested Florida bitch to an adult figuring himself out, learning to take care of himself, just happy cat boy. And you know, it makes me want to cry. It makes me want to cry. I'm so happy to know you. I'm so happy that I get to love you as my best friend. I'm so happy that you have always accepted me to come back. And I'm happy that I'm just happy. I'm just happy. I love you. I feel like that was really long, and I'm sorry, but I really do love you. I love you more than anything. And I can't wait to scream with you when Pierceeville's new album comes out in February. It's gonna be fucking fantastic. Alright. I love you. I can't wait to do Ratchet Salon with you again.
Hey guys, you didn't think that I was gonna make this whole grandiose thing and not say anything for myself. I mean, come on, it's my fucking project for you. Where the fuck do I start? So I met Sam fall of 2021, which was our freshman year here at Penn State. And, you know, I saw him when we had our first big group thing for Paxton, but honestly, I don't really remember what either of us said. It was so beyond me and unimportant that I was just kind of like, oh, whatever. I just kind of want to get here and find my way back to my friends, because like that's when I was hanging out with Sayer and I was just getting to know Riley. Blase. But I remember being with Lily and Caitlin and sitting in their place, and you were leaving. I don't know where you were going or anything like that, but as soon as you left, I asked Lily, I was like, what the fuck do I call them? Like, what are their pronouns? Because I knew that this was all girls, but you were so, I mean, you still are so androgynous that it took me aback. Like, oh, he, him. I'm like, okay, cool. He, and just kind of kept repeating that to myself because I didn't want to fuck that up. I didn't even know you yet. The fall goes by and I see you every once in a while, you know, oh, hey, how you doing? I really like your hair today. Oh, it's such a cool color, blah, blah, blah. But we didn't really know each other too well. We had a few off conversations. You told me about, like, you know, some stories with your exes. I know we talked about Harry Potter a couple times. That was actually in the spring, so let's go to that. The spring rolls along and I'm long distance with Mark, so I'm at Paxton, like, permanently. Like, I had nowhere else to go anymore. And that's when I would sleep on the couch. You know, I was up late all the time, and I would see you walking outside. You know, I was waiting for a grinder hookup, me personally, or just bored, trying to, like, see, like, you know, who's up at this time. And I would always see you out for walks. You would never really see me, though. And for some reason, I just kind of unfairly assumed that you were seeing a grinder hookup. I'm sorry. I knew from our conversations that you were at least interested in guys, so I don't know why I made that connection. Maybe it's because we were both up late at night, and that's what I was doing, so I just kind of only assumed. I can't pick a fondest memory. It's really hard when you spend all your time with somebody to just narrow down on one moment. But if I had to pick, it's the most mundane shit. I can't, like, say that, like, oh, this big grandiose thing happened. It's just having someone to hang out with, somebody who gets my sense of humor, and, all the little things, like when we're just sitting around doing nothing, or playing Overwatch or shit like that. It really, really means a lot to me. And, I don't have a lot of male friends. Like, it's just kind of how it goes. I don't have a lot of friends, period. People know me, but they don't really. So I appreciate getting to spend all my time with this one person, with these two people, these two amazing fucking people, and showing the real me. And that's one thing I fucking love about you, is that you're just so open-minded and so receptive. Even when you don't understand something, you're gonna try your hardest to. I give you a lot of shit for it, but you really do try. I mean, I applaud you for it. I mean, it's hard. I know it's hard for you to read emotions and, social cues, as I always, fuck with you about. But you're really trying. And even if I'm annoyed in the moment, or, I'm having one of my spirals, you always try to just be there and present. Even when I'm rambling and ranting and crying, even when you don't know what to say, you tell me that. And you say, I know it's hard. I know it's rough. I love that. I mean, it's great. I really do appreciate that in you as a person. If there's one thing that I have to tell you personally, keep at it. Keep trying. Keep fighting. Even when it's not clear, I know you stress out a lot, and you refrain from talking about how you feel. You hold a lot of stuff inside, and that's okay. Not everybody's an oversharer. Not everybody's a sharer. Just keep going. That's all I can really tell you. You're doing amazing. You're getting the help that you need. You're asking for help when you need it from us. I'm so proud of you. Like, seriously, if you would have told me that back in the fall when I was dating Mark, that I'd be having this moment for you, I'd be doing this big project for you guys, I would have laughed. I'm like, who the fuck are you even talking about? But, like, it's one of my best friends. Well, two of my bestest friends. I love you, man. Alec is a different story, completely different story. We met this past fall, not on the best terms. We were familiar with each other. We knew that the other person existed. You were pretty neutral, I can only assume, on me, because, I was who your boy toy was spending time with. That wasn't you. I fucking hated you. I despised you. Let's just get that out the way. I was not a fan of you. Can you blame me? The narrative that I was fed was not the greatest, and it never was shared that you were trying. Just the same way that Sam is trying when he doesn't understand things. You both persevere throughout a lot of really tough times. And I admire that. I mean, I do too. I'm not gonna downplay, you know, my struggles, but you guys are such fighters. Even when, you know, the road is unclear, you don't know what's coming next, you pick yourself back up and keep going. If I have to, you know, well, let's also backtrack for a second. Even in the early stages of getting to know you, you know, we met outside of Sam's place. I was wearing a skirt. It was fucking freezing. I was already a little annoyed when I saw you, but you gave such a genuine energy that I couldn't resist liking you. You're so magnetic and unique. You're your own person, and I know that you, deep down, you don't like negative perceptions of yourself. It really makes you uncomfortable when people throw these labels on you. We've talked about this numerous times. But you're so you, I have no choice but to feel the pull. You're a great guy. Like I said, even not liking you, I was like, oh, well, I get why he likes him, but whatever. But if I had to pick a fondest memory, it has to be the first weekend that you and I spent alone. Sam was back home, I think. Yeah, we had our Friendsgiving on what, like a Friday. Sam left that morning without fucking telling us. And, you know, you and I, we spent the weekend together. We were watching movies, we were talking. I started the drinking a little earlier than we probably should have, but it was so much fun. Oh my God. I really, really appreciated that weekend because not only did it bring me closer to you, but it gave me a breath of fresh air than what I was used to. Not to say that, you know, spending every weekend with Sam isn't great, but it's something different, something completely out of the blue, you know. I think I took a picture of us and said, like, the spinoff that nobody asked for, because, like, we are two very different people from the outside. We look very different. People see us together. People comment on us all the time. It's like, oh, you guys are such an odd duo. You know, your dynamic is very funny, very interesting, because we give off this energy that we shouldn't be together. And, you know, in our interactions, it really does fucking show that, like, God kind of fucked up putting us together, because we can just bounce off each other. I mean, like nothing. I appreciate, you know, saying some one-off shit and you're gonna come right, you know, out swinging and piggyback right off of that. I really do love that about you. You're so just down to clown, and it's nice. It's really nice. I really appreciate you. That weekend was, I mean, some of the most fun I ever had. I mean, let's get it out the way. We cried together. It was a really, really touching moment. That, you know, this was still pretty early in our friendship. I didn't get to see that side of you until then. You know, we had a few one-off, very small moments where it was like, I'm going to open up about, you know, X topic. But nothing to that degree. I mean, you bore your soul to me. And I really, really, really appreciate the fact that you felt safe and comfortable enough to tell me how you were feeling, to tell me what you were going through, and that you were receptive to me in my efforts to assuage your doubts. I know you've got a lot going on. I know that, you know, you have some very complicated feelings and you're afraid for the future, and I will do what I can to make it not so bad. Sometimes you need somebody from the outside to kind of, you know, rein you back in. And I'm okay. I'm happy to do that for you. I mean, You deserve that. You put up with a lot of bullshit. I mean, a lot of bullshit. People come up to me and go, I don't know how you did this. I don't know how you made it through this and you're still okay. I feel that way about you, man. The shit that you tell me is so mind-boggling. If I were you, I would have either A, been in jail or like completely off this face of the earth. I don't mean that lightly. Like, you are, I mean, an absolute fucking fortress, dude. You are incredible. And you're so strong, stronger than you know. If there's one thing I want to tell you, it's that you're not alone. You have me, you have Sam, you have your completely bonkers menagerie of like friends. You're not alone. Don't turn yourself off. And I don't mean that as sexual. I mean, don't turn off your emotions through your process of fighting and trucking through. I don't want you to go numb about it. You've normalized a lot of hurtful behavior. You've internalized it within and accepted it as normal. It's not. It's not normal. It's not okay. You deserve the love that Sam gives you, the love that I give you, the love that all your friends give you, the love that your family gives you to, no end. Because you are incredible. I knew from the moment I met you, even hating you, I was like, we're gonna be friends. But I never could have imagined anything like this. Like, you are my confidant, you're my champion. I really do appreciate you, both of you guys. I got this idea a while ago, pretty far while ago. And I shared it with both of you, but I try to keep it under wraps. I'm not sure if you figured it out, but I love you guys. I really do. I hope this brought you some joy. It gave you some reminders, of just how great you are. And just know that you guys are loved. All these people love you. I love you, People who aren't even a part of this love you. I really want you guys to know that and internalize that. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. All love.